All right, greetings and salutations, everybody. This is Tickets Please, with a look at a couple of... I want to begin by shouting out a couple people who decided to follow me fairly recently. Latias and Corey Tucker. Thank you for the follows. How's it going, Phoebe? You doing okay today? I'm glad to hear that. Anyway, since I'm running a bit behind, I want to go ahead and kick things off with a round of the reride. I didn't do so well the last time, but hopefully this time we'll be able to kick things off on the right foot. Okay, give me 1 second. I think I know what I got to do. There we go. Yeah, that's a really good thing. Let's see what they do have for us today. And by the way, in case you didn't notice, there's apparently a thing on the sign that says Tower Drools. I don't think there's any sort of commentary to it. It's just, it's something. All right.
Welcome to the re-ride. It's good to see you.
Hi, elevator lady.
Playing alone, are you? Don't worry. We won't resent you for it. Are you new to the re-ride? Of course, my apologies. You clearly look like you know what you're doing, but protocol obligates me to ask. As a reminder, here are your buzzers.
The spacebar and the return.
Before you go, please be aware that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games.
Yeah, in other words, if you're pissed about a question, don't say it to them.
That's it for our time together. I will see you at the bottom.
750, eh?
It's time for the show where hot culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Re-Ride is brought to you by Climate Cola. Whether it's cold or warm, this beverage is sure to satisfy your thirst, whatever the weather. And now, from the broadcast booth to the recording booth, here's Sam Feely.
How's it going, Snowbird? Hope your retirement home in Florida is a nice place for long enough, which is going to last longer. Florida being livable, or you being there to live in it? Time to address the elephant in the room and dive into the ever-rising seas of anthropogenic climate change. Buzz in for... There's our money, and here's our category. Not in my greenhouse. And they're off. Imagine that all the world's greenhouse gases were actually coming from the pink house. Which world leader would be issuing a formal apology? The president of Argentina, the prime minister of Japan, the president of Turkey, or the president of the European Commission?
For some strange reason, Japan is speaking out to me.
I told you not to do that!
Oh.
The office and residence of the president of Argentina is called La Casa Rosada, which means the pink house in English. If current trends continue, Argentinian climate scientists predict that the capital's Aries won't be so buenos anymore. How much is this one worth to you? Now approaching our next stop. Breaking the biosphere is bad.
Hey Einstein, you might want to pick up a few Deutschmarks here to fix up your bank account.
Suppose Walter White's meth lab also produced the purest CH4, better known as methane. Which of these would not be true about it? He's making the reason why Neptune is blue, he's making a stronger greenhouse gas than CO2, he's making a highly explosive gas, or he's making the whole lab reek.
I think it's the strength.
You're wrong and you smell like ass. Methane is the main component of natural gas, which is extremely combustible and traps heat in the atmosphere 20 times as effectively as carbon dioxide, but it's odorless in its purest form. His catchphrase is, "I am the one who knocks the entire ecosystem out of balance." Okay, how much money am I giving? Now stepping up to the plate. Greta hold of yourselves. 41-41. This one's for you, Dave. Here's the pitch. Suppose Greta Thunberg was asked to do a speech at a music festival, and even more unbelievably, she agreed. Which of these lines would not reference a song made by a fellow Swede? World leaders only care about money, money, money. I saw the sign of climate change. Why can't our leaders? What does the fox say about his changing environment? Or a million voices will be heard to save our planet. Can you not? And then can you continue to not? Ylvis, the multi-talented comedy and music duo behind What Does the Fox Say, is Norwegian, not Swedish. Stopping climate change is really important in Scandinavia. How they continue to get their Winter Olympics medals otherwise.
Multi-talented, eh?
Talk to me, kiddo. Give me a nice job. That was my allowance when I was 8. Your category is Bay State of Emergency. In my home state of Massachusetts, one of the biggest signs of climate change is the increasingly mild winters with less and less snowfall and fewer 0-degree days, at least on the Fahrenheit and Celsius scales. Which of my fellow Bay Staters would be freaking out at the prospect of more 0-degree days? The Delisle user in Carlisle, the Romer user in Somerville, the Newton user in Newton, or the Romer user in Rehoboth? No, but if anyone is going to use an obscure temperature scale on a daily basis, it's definitely someone from a hipster haven like Somerville. Delisle is an inverted temperature scale that assigns smaller values to warmer temperatures. It puts the freezing point of water at 150 and the boiling point of water at 0. Anything hotter than that goes into the negatives. But not even a 0-degree Kelvin day will stop a true New Englander from getting their Dunkin's iced coffee.
Nah, true.
Hit your buzzer and let's see how...
Bingo. I could use this.
Dive under the sea and golly did I marvel. C-O-R-A-L, C-O-R-A-L, C-O-R-A-L. What do you mean it's all dying?
Welcome to Coral. For now, hit your buzzer when the first letter of the correct answer lights up. Be the first to grab all 5 letters and you get the real cash. All right,
okay.
Let's party. The Great Barrier blank is in danger.
That would be reef.
Now that's reefer madness. Cartel of oil producers.
OPEC.
Atomic number 3 used in rechargeable batteries.
Lithium, okay.
The iciest continent.
Antarctica.
For now. Wind, solar, and hydro are blank energy. Renewable. Bill Clinton's environmentalist former vice president. Al Gore. Carbon neutral scams operate on carbon blank.
Offsetting. Okay.
Chemical formula for carbon dioxide.
FeCO2.
CO2.
Coral.
Here we go.
That belongs to you. Hey, come on now. No rubbernecking. Back to work. Something. Will our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? The bipolar ice cap.
Take your seats, the show's about to begin.
If the polar ice caps were at risk of an emotional meltdown rather than a climate change-induced one, which of these medications would be the most helpful in mitigating it? Metoprolol, diazepam, sildenafil, or empagliflozin?
I think it's 2.
Among other uses, diazepam, also known as Valium, can be taken as needed to reduce the effects of a panic attack. A panic attack that is, coincidentally, caused by fear of our impending ecological collapse.
Fair.
Hit your buzzer.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Here's a category.
It's the recycle of life. In Buddhism, a person goes through the cycle of reincarnation or death and rebirth until they have found true peace, break from the cycle, and enter nirvana. Now, keeping that in mind, considering how much of the US's plastics don't get recycled, what are the odds of them entering the Buddhist nirvana after they're thrown out? 33%, 50%, 70%, or 97%? Why would you pick that? Are you stupid? Only about 2 to 3% of plastics in the United States actually get recycled, and the remaining ones end up in landfills. So the odds of them breaking the reincarnation cycle and entering nirvana are over 97%. You heard it here first. Landfills are nirvana for plastics. Now's the time to hit Beeble Babble Booby Parade.
Hooray! Gibberish
The hell? I knew I forgot something when I was writing the contracts. Here's what this category is really called. Automation will render line cooks obsolete. Now remember, as time runs out, so does the money, so the sooner you buzz in, the better. All right, take a look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what political term it rhymes with. Machine crew peel.
Machine crew peel. Machine crew peel. Machine crew peel. Machine crew peel.
It's a set of American legislation, so it doesn't do anything good.
Machine crew peel.
It's a set of American legislation aimed at combating climate change.
Machine crew peel.
A deal for a new generation. Hurry it up and I'll give you some cash. Go!
There you go.
The discourse surrounding the Green New Deal proved that you can't even joke about taking away hamburgers and Hummers from Republicans. I'm talking about the car. Pick a value. Today's special. Are we there yet? The world's getting worse and worse every year. Species are going extinct, islands are going underwater, storms are getting stronger, the Arctic Circle is shrinking, the ocean currents are being disrupted, and hang on, why the hell is the Arctic Circle shrinking? Because of rising average sea temperature, because of lower ozone levels in the atmosphere, because of glaciers and permafrost disappearing, or the Earth's axis just does that? No, but that's another item to add to the list of reasons not to look forward to the future. The Earth's axis is currently tilting upright really slowly, so the radius of the Arctic Circle decreases by about 15 meters a year. For once, we humans had nothing to do with it. That's one alarming sounding thing that's not because of us against like 1,000.
Not exactly.
Rise and shine, millennial. Here we have this dry spells disaster. We here at You Don't Know Jack the Reride like to joke around, but we wanted to make a more serious point with this episode. So hopefully you'll be leaving with a conceptual understanding and vocabulary that you need to discuss the climate change caused by human industrial activity. And I sincerely hope you've been paying attention from start to finish, because How do you spell the synonym of man-made that I use at the start of this game to describe climate change? You know, anthropogenic. Your time starts now.
Oh, no. I'm not spelling it. I know it's anthropo.
Oops, you blew it. What does it say that you've likely learned more about climate change today from You Don't Know Jack the Re-Ride than you ever will from the news or our political leaders? Nothing good.
You're right.
Okay, friendo, how much money?
It is by the way, I should have went for it. It's spelled just how it sounded. I was thinking it'd be some
I
sort
think
of,
we've subjected you to enough traumatic visions of our future. Let's take it easy on you with this clue. Rhymes with melt. Don't be like the polar ice caps and melt down during this jack attack. Good luck.
Yeah. That'd be a belt. Yep, that's a welt. That would be felt. Okay, you're kilt. You're spelt. There you go. I wanted to say gloat at first for that one.
Yeah, buddy, you show that attack who's boss. Now let's show your final score. That's all she wrote.
We're on the rise. Not pretty, but we are on the rise. Alright, it's time to take care of business here. And this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack the Rewrite. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread the word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and the arcade is now closed. I think we're going to take a quick 90 and be back with the next game. I got the wheel with us. I think I may actually do what we planned on doing and go random for those 3 games. The only exceptions would be if we get number 2, then we go with the try to pick the celebrity quick call, and if it's what's the other one? Okay. Shoot. Give me 1 second here. Oh yeah, if it was TV, we would pick the clue that would give us that special thing. So, see you 90. Take a break, stretch, do what you got to do. That's always true. Yeah, Milan could always show up for Head Rush. welcome back, everybody. All right, we got the wheel, and it's time to spin and see what we can come up with for that one. And we're kicking things right off the bat with TV. So obviously, we're going to see what the heck happens. All right, there we
60
go.
seconds.
Yeah, Mavis.
Can you give me a mic check, please?
Mic
looks like
one,
to me
mic
everything's
two,
plugged
mic
in. Is
three.
that what you want?
I'm talking to the mic.
no, excuse me.
My name is Raul. Let's get moving here. How many people do
Hi,
we have
Raul.
playing? Go. One player. Fantastico. Go ahead and type
It always
in your
pops
name.
up on 2. I remember that.
This is completely vile.
Another thing. Are you looking for a 7-question game or a 21-question game? Yeah, baby.
I think I
All right,
remember the
got it, no
category name
problem.
now too, so that will
Okay,
help.
your buzzer is B, as in Bonanza. Yeah.
20 seconds.
Right, so there was Patty Duke, and then who played the other one, her cousin?
Ooh, 20 seconds. All right, listen, this is easy as pie. Pie the food, not the number. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. All right?
10 seconds.
Good
9,
luck.
8,
So now you've got
7.
order for the
Okay, let's get rid of that desktop. 4. Let's go to 3.
Acquaintances, Thursday nights, followed by Caroline in prison.
What she's done to deserve that fate, we'll never know.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hello, my name is Schmitty. This is You Don't Know Jack TV. If you would like a written transcript of today's show, just keep a pencil handy. Okay. Well, you're playing all by yourself today. Well, that's okay. Look at it this way. You got a lot of room. Okay, let's go.
You are not wrong.
Category,
All right.
please. You know, I can leave the room if you want some privacy.
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
Wow, Schmitty's gonna
We're
Schmitty.
calling this one When Childhood Friends Cozy Up to the Man. You get it right, you get 2K. Uh-oh, looks like we got another corporate sellout. Suppose Newprin wants to ditch Jimmy Connors and Nolan Ryan and get someone else to pitch their product. Based on the well-known Newprin tagline, who would be the best choice? Brainy Smurf, Scrappy-Doo, Tweety Bird, or Stimpy?
Newprin. Newpin and forget it, maybe?
Here's the one you didn't pick. That Newprin tagline is little, yellow, different, just like Tweety. Hey, somebody get my agent on the phone. I thought I saw a 7-figure contract. Give me a category.
And we're not getting it.
I hope you don't think you get this long to answer the question. For your viewing pleasure, fictional viewer mail from non-fictional viewers. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, imagine this letter ending up in David Letterman's viewer mail segment. July 31, 1997. Dear Dave, I finally saw The Late Shift. It does not do you justice. I would like to do a true documentary about the late night wars. If PBS can commit 30 hours to the Civil War in baseball, there's no telling how much time they would give me for you. Which of these documentarians most likely wrote this letter? Steve James, Ken Burns, Michael Moore, or Marlon Perkins?
Considering he did the Civil War, that would be Ken Burns.
The guy who does all those documentaries where they read actual letters from the period is Ken Burns. Yeah, the Civil War is like one of PBS's top-rated shows ever. As I watch my friends die around me every day, I think, Dave, what you need is to throw a pencil through a fake window. That is comedy. February 1982. All right, pick a category. I'm sorry, are there more important things going on? I don't think so.
This is question 3.
Open wide and get ready for Rich Man, Poor Man, Denim Man, Acid Wash. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Okay, you remember ABC's groundbreaking adaptation of Rich Man, Poor Man? Yeah, well, based on the name of the family featured in the miniseries Rich Man, Poor Man, what might viewers say while watching Peter Strauss and Nick Nolte as the lead characters? Excuse me, are those Bugle Boys? Levi's stretch. Ooh la la sasson. Or they've got the Jordache look.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Here's the one the winners pick. Rich Man, Poor Man follows 2 decades in the life of the Jordache family, which is a happy coincidence because Peter Strauss and Nick Nolte have bodies that were made for designer jeans. And hey, I don't care what you think, there's no denying a great package. All right, I need a category. Hello, I know you're there. I can feel you breathing on the monitor.
Yes.
Well, now, will you look at what I just did? Golly gee, player 1, I just picked you a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is I hate you. Now come to bed. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 names, and for every one of them, I want you to tell me if it's a Dallas character or a Dynasty character.
Not both,
As each one comes up, if it's a Dallas character, press 1. If it's a Dynasty character, press 2. And if you want to skip one, press 4.
I may have grown up a little bit with Dallas. I've never seen Dynasty, but hopefully it's not going to hurt me too bad.
All right, give me 30 seconds on the clock. And we're off. Blake, Dallas or Dynasty?
You're Dynasty.
JR.
You're Dallas.
Alexis.
Dynasty.
Miss Ellie.
Dallas.
Crystal.
You're Dynasty.
Digger.
Dallas.
One more. Fallon.
Dynasty.
That's all set. Perfect. And with time to spare, no less. Here you
You're
go.
right. They didn't mention either one, Matthias. How's it going, by the way?
Now don't blow that all in one play. Throw me a category. Hey, that slow and steady crap doesn't win any races around here. I'm picking a category.
Good.
For your enjoyment, don't forget to pack your brats. I got $2,000 says you don't know this one. Okay, get ready and complete this analogy. Charlie Sheen is to Emilio Estevez as Speed Racer is to Racer X, Johnny Quest is to Haji, Shaggy is to Scooby-Doo, or Batman is to Robin.
They're brothers. I think you could probably say the same thing of Speed Racer and Racer X.
Charlie Sheen is Emilio Estevez's younger brother, and Speed Racer is the younger brother of Racer X. Tune in next week when Racer X rescues Speed from the clutches of Heidi Fleiss and her evil temptresses. Time
Winning.
to pick a category.
Oh, wait, no.
Did you have a nice nap?
Yes, yes it did.
I believe this one is called Pathologist? No. Pathological? Yes. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. You know, it seems that every so often I hear about the 90s trend of more and more people working at home. Yeah, they're working. Anyway, say everyone's favorite medical examiner, Quincy, becomes one of those work-at-home types. Considering his home, which of these cases might he see the most of? Avalanche victims, highway accident victims, airline crash victims, or drowning victims?
Where does he live? That's the question.
For For the curious, here's the right answer. Since Quincy lives on a boat, he might see a lot of drowning victims.
Oh.
This drowning was no accident, Sam. I'm gonna prove that this ocean is a murdering bastard. Give me a category. Oh, come on, it's just a category. Ordered.
Don't shoot. Got him ordered.
I wonder if Schmitty's
love you,
going to start
question 7.
swearing
Let's
by
have
the
a
end of
big
this
warm
game.
welcome for I Want Charles in Charge of Me. $2,000 for a correct answer. So did you know that the show Charles in Charge was canceled by CBS in 1985, only to resume new episodes as a syndicated show from 87 to 90? Come on, why would I lie to you? If you were to explain the plotline of Charles in Charge in terms of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, what would you say Charles discovered when the show returned in syndication? Some other family was sleeping in the beds. Some other buddy was eating his porridge. Some other nanny was sitting in his chair, or a big bad wolf had blown the house down.
I think he swapped families.
When Charles in Charge returned in syndication, the Pembrokes had moved out and the Powells had moved in. And Goldilocks was sleeping in his bed. Oh, yeah. All right, pick a category.
It's kind of hard to believe. I can't think of too many guys who wear more makeup than Tammy Faye. Probably mainly TV people.
Oh, this is good. We got one of the more productive members of society playing. This one's called Might As Well Jump. $1,000 at stake on this one. One question coming right up. If Tom Hansen from 21 Jump Street comes up to you and says, we're going to the chapel, what should you do? Slip on a wedding dress. Make sure you understand your rights. Get ready to rumble with some bikers or strip down to your underwear.
I think you would make sure you understand your rights.
On 21 Jump Street, Officer Tom Hansen's police station is called the Chapel. And I'd be careful if he says that your next stop after that is the honeymoon suite.
Oh, dear.
Category, please. What, do I have to do everything around here?
Yes.
Coming at you, the square root of a Brady. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Okay, listen up. Tragedy here. Imagine that Alice has quit the Brady Bunch, leaving the center square at the beginning of the show empty. Suppose Alice is replaced by someone who regularly appeared in the center square on Hollywood Squares. Which of these episodes would we definitely not be able to see? Shadow Stevens vacuuming the den, Charlie Weaver making the kids' lunches, Paul Lynde doing laundry, or Joan Rivers dating Sam the Butcher.
Okay, Joan Rivers was the 80s version. Paul Lynde was the original. I think Shadow Stevens was...
Why does everything bad happen to me?
What?
I could have given you some cash if you
He
picked
was
this
never
one.
in the center square. I
Although
think
he was a Hollywood
reporter.
Squares regular, Charlie's the only one here who is not a regular center square. You're a dork, Cindy, and you lisp.
Well, you have a stupid hat.
He was lower left. Okay, I may be getting pissed
All
about
right,
a
I need a
question
category.
now.
Hey, it's a keyboard. It's not going to bite you.
I'm not 100% sure about that one, Schmitty.
Here we have, the Muppet Babies of the Night. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, then let's complete an analogy, shall we? Vampires is to In a Mirror, as Nanny on Muppet Babies is to The Count, above the waist, in a boxcar, or with a duck.
That would be above the waist.
The analogy is where you can't see things. Supposedly, you can't see vampires in a mirror, and on Muppet Babies, you never see Nanny above the waist. And you'll have to excuse me, but if I made a joke about that, I'd spend the rest of the game feeling dirty, and you don't want that. Now, if this were a TV show, this is where you get up and use the bathroom, but I'm in kind of a hurry, so let's move right into round 2. Don't forget, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. Throw me a category. Sorry, Pokey. The category, Life Before Gump. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. You know something? There is nothing I like more than watching a couple of guys dress up like women, because that's why Bosom Buddies is one of my favorite shows. Considering the name of the apartment building in which the Bosom Buddies live, what activity would you expect to see the title characters doing in the lobby? Making wonderful music together, registering women to vote, swatting mosquitoes with their purses, or controlling the women's undergarment trade?
I think it's registering women to vote.
The Bosom Buddies camped out in the Susan B. Anthony Hotel. Remember, she was the famous suffragette? Yeah, those crazy Bosom Buddies, always trying to pay their rent with those wildly unpopular, weird-shaped little dollar coins. Time to pick a category.
All right, yeah.
It's a game. Pick one.
I think we're driving him nuts here.
This category is known as Getting Lucky Tonight. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Okay, this is one of them their analogy questions, so get your number 2 pencil out of your ear and let's get ready to party. Edward R. Murrow is to good night and good luck as Ted Baxter is to good luck and goodbye, good night and good news, good luck and good night, or good night and sweet dreams.
Is it 2?
You want to see what the smart money says? Legendary newscaster Edward R. Murrow's closing catchphrase was good night and good luck, and not so legendary Ted Baxter's sign-off is good night and good news. And good news is not what people get from Ted Baxter.
Oh.
All right, pick a category. Let's go! You look fine.
15! 15!
Shake hands with Suddenly Black-Eyed Susan. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Here's the question. Suppose Brooke Shields' personal life followed the plot line of Suddenly Susan. Which of the following would be the first hilarious episode of Suddenly Brooke? Brooke takes photos for a tabloid. Brooke has an affair with John McEnroe. Brooke does soap commercials, or Brooke leaves Andre at the altar.
I think it would be soap commercials.
If that's the way you want it.
Oh.
Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? Brooke Shields' character leaves her fabulously wealthy fiancé at the altar and finds herself suddenly Susan. And the viewers at home find themselves suddenly comatose. Give me a category. All the big words are slowing you down, huh? Let me help you out.
The kookiest digits you've ever seen. Together they're 14.
All right, give it up for Seinfeld and impulse shopping. This one can get you $6,000. Okay, you just inherited some bucks and they're burning a hole in your 501s. Let's say you go nuts and blow through your inheritance in a brand new store called Just Kramer. Based on Kramer's product inventions, which of the following items could you not buy? A mattress filled with sand, a coffee table book about coffee tables, muffin tops, or a bra for chesty men?
Oh.
Just Kramer would not sell you a muffin top. That's Elaine's idea.
There we go.
And I'm sure the boys would be very interested in seeing Elaine's muffin bottom. Yeah, baby. I don't know what that means. Category, please?
Yeah, and that kind of shows. All right. I probably would be picking 1 if I could be picking, but we're letting the game pick.
So many choices, so little time. Yeah, chest strut fits dime horn.
Gibberish question.
Your gibberish category for today is how lingerie models posed in the olden days. $10,000 right off the bat for this one. Now, as soon as you know the answer, you buzz in and start typing, because I'm going to take away some of that cash every second and a half. All right, buzz in and start typing as soon as you know. With what famous TV phrase does this rhyme? They stood tight, lacy, and try to ignore those commas.
They stood tight, lacy. They stood tight-laced.
First clue, George Burns says it. Oh, God. George Burns says it to his wife at the end of their show. All right, type the answer and hit...
Oh, say goodnight.
Just once, I would have loved to have heard her respond.
You say goodnight, you jerk, and put out that El Stinko cigar.
Throw me a category.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Do I have to carry you the whole game? Move,
Yes.
I'll pick. May I introduce... Whoa, what happened? You get this one, you pocket $2,000. All right, listen up. You remember that made-for-TV movie The Day After? Well,
yeah.
What happened on the day before? An alien invasion, a nuclear holocaust, a strange birth, or unprotected sex?
That would be a nuke.
The Day After was a made-for-TV movie about life after a nuclear holocaust. Hopefully, we won't have to worry about that sort of thing anymore. I hear the French are developing some sort of day-after pill. All right, I need a category. Hey, I got somewhere to go. Can we move along, please? Well, what do we have here? The Hogan family ties. Sit up straight. This one's going to be worth $6,000. All right, don't freak out on me. It's only an analogy. Mallory from Family Ties is to David from the Hogan family, as Joe from The Facts of Life is to Beaver from Leave It to Beaver, Mike from Growing Pains, Tommy from Alice, or Urkel from Family Matters.
I think it's Tommy from Alice.
Justine Bateman, who played Mallory on Family Ties, is the real-life sister of Jason Bateman, who played David on The Hogan Family, while Nancy McKeon, who played Joe on The Facts of Life, is the real-life sister of Philip McKeon, who played Tommy Hyatt on Alice. And interestingly enough, Vic Tayback, the guy who played Mel on Alice, is the father of all four of them. Could you imagine?
Really?
Time to pick a category. No, don't get up. I'll get it. Let's see what we got going. Things that are pyramids. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. All right, folks, it's time for the You Don't Know Jack Pyramid. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to read off all the things that I can think of that are in this one category. You ready? The Price is Right. Name that tune. The Joker's Wild. A Hot Potato. The $25,000 Pyramid. Down You Go. I've Got a Secret. Is it Things hosted by Bob Barker? Things hosted by Jack Barry? Things hosted by Bill Cullen? Or Things hosted by Tom Kennedy?
Cohen?
Yeah, you got it. That's right. They're all things hosted by Bill Cullen. This guy has hosted more game shows than anyone. Oh, I'm so glad you got that one. This is so much fun playing along. You know, trying to help rather than just kick you when you're down. Category, please.
Sure.
Please, allow me to demonstrate. And our special guest tonight, how to respond to a bark. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Hey, did you ever hear of Ubu Productions? Yeah, sounds familiar, doesn't it? Well, let's see if you can complete their famous tagline. Buzz in and type the answer when you know it. Sit, Ubu, sit. Woof. Blank. Let's see what you got. At the end of shows distributed by Ubu Productions, you can usually hear the phrase, sit, Ubu, sit. Woof. Good dog. Now sit up and beg for another question. Come on, little schnookums, you little bootsy wootsy. Moving on. Give me a category.
All right, two more of these.
Hey, next time you're going to take this long, let me know. I'll pack a lunch.
Sure.
Let's take a look at TV diners. I got $2,000 says you don't know this one. Are you hungry? Well, then take a look at this and see if you can tell me what TV restaurant we're at. Today's special, the best apple pie in the Pacific Northwest. Try it with a cup of our hot black coffee. Ask about our discount for dancing midgets and FBI agents. What's the restaurant? Monk's Restaurant, Arnold's Drive-In, the Double R Diner, or Mel's Diner?
I think it's Monk's Restaurant.
All right, walk it off. Walk it off.
Oh, it's Double R Diner.
Let me show you
then?
what I would have picked. Coffee and apple pie are popular items at the Double R Diner from the series Twin Peaks. It's set in the Pacific Northwest, and it features FBI agents and dancing midgets. I watched every episode of that series, and that's the only part of it that made sense to me. All right, pick a category.
Okay.
Hey, what are you daydreaming about?
I know. Yeah, he's like... He was in both.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see two words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. We make beautiful music together. Ready to rock? Good luck.
Ed McMahon, I think. Oh, wait, no, Doc Severin. Yeah, Doc Severinson, yep. That'd be Paul Schaefer. Max Weinberg? Dr. Teeth? Here we go. Kevin Eubanks. Yeah, there you go. Space Ghost. Zorak. Okay. Michael Wolf. All right.
Sweet mercy, you're like some kind of machine. Check out your score. There it is.
There we go.
Wow, that was an exciting game. It was a real thrill. You were the best player we've had by far. Now do me a favor, will you? Look to your left. Now look to your right. Now repeat after me.
That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little pat on the back. And Raul, are we doing another one of these?
Man, look at these dishes everywhere.
Congratulations, player. Very fine example of Jack technique. Unfortunately, it really doesn't mean anything in the real world. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
I was on the other line with Cats.
Yeah, just let me have this, okay? Just let me have this. Anyway, that concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack TV. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the section below and spread the word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and the arcade is now closed. Alright, I think it's time to take another break before we head on to the third game. The rate we're going, we might be able to finish the fourth before we have to deal with a pre-roll. So we're going to try this, go on break and see in 90 seconds, and stretch, drink, use the bathroom, do what you got to do. $42, okay. And as a reminder to everybody, we do have VODs on YouTube. Just be sure to check for Tickets Please Gaming. If you don't get to watch this live, you can watch this later on watch it later on there. Or we also have the Twitch VODs. That's going to be a thing as well. So without further ado, we've done the Re-Ride and TV. Let's see what that third game's going to be. Okay, we are going offline for round 3. Here we go.
Hi, my name's Raoul. It's nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Raoul.
We'll get off on the right foot if you tell me how many people are playing the game. Gee, I hope I'm not disturbing your slumber. I asked how many people are playing.
Give me 1 second.
Schmitty, this is crazy. These folks they're just not cooperating. Well, we'll just get some new contestants in there. We haven't got time for this. Okay,
Sorry,
baby,
having a little issue.
What's your name? Yo, one more thing. Yeah, all right. 30 seconds. It. That's what I needed. Thanks.
All right.
Your buzzer's the lemon.
Yeah, I was noticing that problem too, Phoebe.
20 seconds.
Holy mackerel. Okay, listen up. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question,
Which is I was trying to fix it, and they were getting annoyed by me not picking the number of people.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to Jack. Just you and me tonight, huh? None of your friends want to get together, so why not hang out with the game show host? Really, thanks for thinking of me. This is it? Just you? Well, I get paid no matter what. Okay, let's do it.
Oh, that's right. We're
Alright,
going
hit me.
random. So I can't pick any of these.
Let's finish the game sometime this week. The selection is, we can take my REO Speedwagon, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Let's see how you handle this one. If 1970s rock band Thin Lizzy had used a Tin Lizzy on tour instead of a bus, and what would they have traveled from town to town? A Model T Ford, a steamship, a single-engine plane, or a World War I tank?
I think it was a Model T Ford.
The Ford Model T was also known as a Tin Lizzy. The boys will be back in town just as soon as they're done cranking their car up. Category, please. Sorry, slowpoke.
By night,
darn.
these computer consultants become the dangerous.
Open wide and get ready for cartoon characters have the oddest deformities. This one can net you $1,000. Okay, it's time for a question about hereditary traits. Let's hope one of your parents was smart. Which of these cartoon characters will definitely not pass on his distinctive physical trait to his offspring? The accordion-folded Wile E. Coyote, the four-fingered Homer Simpson, the bow-legged Yosemite Sam, or the blue-skinned Papa Smurf? Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. The accordion fold happens when a big rock falls on him and is not part of Wiley's genetic makeup, so his offspring would not inherit it. Unless, of course, he married an accordion. I need a category.
Yeah, there you go.
It's only a keyboard, for crying out loud. What are you afraid of? Coming at you, how to bribe a baby. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. You know that lullaby where your mother promises to buy you all those things just to get you to shut up? Well, take a look at this and see if you can fill in the blanks. Mockingbird, diamond ring, blank blank, dog named Rover, wooden spoon, lump of coal, colored ribbon, bit of lace, piece of string, warm pullover, or looking glass billy goat.
I think it's the one with looking glass.
Yep, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass and a billy goat if you shut your yap. Gee, thanks, Mom. I always wanted a goat.
It means you wouldn't have to mow the lawn, though.
Please, allow me to demonstrate.
Smokey's in the bread box picking daisies.
That's a big 10. Good, buddy. I think.
Well, what do we have here? I'd hate to see the pepperoni. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Heads up, here it comes. Imagine Domino's has a new name for a mozzarella cheese pizza based on the animal whose milk is used for mozzarella. What would that pizza most likely be called? A goat sacrifice, a yak attack, a buffalo pie, or a camel delight?
It'd be funny if it was goat all of a sudden, right?
Let's take a look at the right answer. Mozzarella cheese comes from southern Italy and is properly made with the milk of a water buffalo. Buffalo cheese? Man, I gotta go out and buy some of that cheese. Thank you very much. I'll be eating cheese all week. Okay, I need a category.
Okay.
Hope you don't think you have this long to answer the question.
Excuse me, my good man. Would you be so kind as to give me 5?
May I introduce Party of 5 or more? And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. Assuming all prices already include tax, which of the following meals could I order and be able to leave a 15% tip, all for exactly $5? The $4.15 red beans and prunes, the $4.35 banana and ketchup sandwich, the $4.60 peanut butter and peas casserole, or the $4.80 mayonnaise sorbet. A $4.35 tab plus a 15% tip comes out to an even $5.
Here we go.
But now you don't have money for toilet paper. Too bad, that banana ketchup sandwich usually doesn't go down well.
Oh.
I need a category. No, don't trouble yourself. I'll get it. This one's called When Ferdinand and Isabella Were Prom King and Queen. $1,000 at stake on this one. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. Considering what Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon is known for, what would be the best prom theme song for a Ponce de Leon high school? Forever Young by Alphaville, Africa by Toto, Faithfully by Journey, or One More Night by Phil Collins?
He was searching for the Fountain of Youth.
Juan Ponce de Leon, the explorer who claimed Florida for Spain, is famous for his quest for the Fountain of Youth. At my prom, my only quest was just to get to third base. But I did it, man. I got there. Yeah! All right, hit me.
No.
Do I have to carry you the whole game?
Yes.
1, 2,
3,
4,
5, 6. Buzz!
This category's known as Because Smoking is Glamorous. How does $2,000 sound? Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Because it does not contain the name of a brand of cigarettes, which of these would not describe people who smoke? They have more, they look hot, they're cool, or they've got style.
I think hot.
There is no brand of cigarettes called hot. So what if they don't look hot? At least they get to hang out with the elite crowds at the lung cancer ward. Okay, pick a category.
Wow.
Hey, that slow and steady wins the race crap doesn't fly around here. Whoa, looky here, player one. I picked a dis or dat.
Well, thank you, Cookie.
And this dis or dat questions category is, at least the typing monkey ripped off Shakespeare. I am going to read the titles of 7 movies, and for each one you tell me if it's the title of the original movie, the remake of an existing movie, or both.
Both?
If it's the original's title, press 1. If it's the title of the remake, press 2. Press 3 if it's both. And press 4 to skip. For each right answer, you get $500. And you lose $500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to.
Yeah, bad
Okay,
game.
can I have 30 seconds on the clock, please? And we're off. The Magnificent 7, original, remake, or both?
Your remake.
Point of no return. No
your remake.
Death Takes a Holiday.
I think your original.
You've Got Mail.
Your remake.
The Birdcage.
Remake.
Wings of Desire.
You're the original.
Last one, Psycho.
You're both.
That's all she wrote.
And that's the only time we're going to bring up
rock.
the remake
Check
of
it out.
Psycho.
That
was
one
just
for your total.
brutal.
Let's see what's coming up. Category, please. I don't recall excusing you. Say hello to, is that a harp or are you just happy to see me? And we got $3,000 in the pot. Sure, it's nice to be touched by an angel, but suppose you're inappropriately touched by an angel in a business situation. Because he's considered the leader of the angels, to whom should you make a report of the incident? Uriel, Michael, Daniel, or Gabriel?
I believe that would be Gabriel.
Now, Gabriel's still dealing with that class action harassment suit the Virgin Mary brought against him. For the curious, here's the right answer. The Archangel Michael heads up the whole angel establishment, so he gets the report.
It says here you, incited the situation by praying.
Well, I was praying, yes, but
And you were wearing a nightgown at the time?
I was in bed, and
In bed? I don't believe this!
Okay, I need a category. We don't have all day here.
Doctor,
No.
don't sugarcoat it.
I'm afraid it's...
Oh, God.
The category is Drill Me, Baby. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. You know what I love about Hunter's partner, Dee Dee McCall? She has the nicest smile. Well, suppose Hunter's partner, Detective Sergeant Dee Dee McCall, became a dentist. How would she notate her name? Dee Dee McCall DDS, Dee Dee McCall DSS, Dee Dee McCall DS, or Dee Dee McCall DD?
That would be DDS.
You, my friend, are on fire. Dee Dee McCall DDS, the only dentist that people would want to visit. One down, round 2 to go. Let's get on it. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. All right, hit me. Oh, come on! It's just a category.
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 11.
Now serving. I wonder, therefore I'm bread. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Put it in gear, cause here we go. Say someone tells you that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. Considering the year sliced bread first went on the market, how long have you been the greatest thing? No more than 30 years, about 70 years, exactly 100 years, or well over 300 years.
I think it's about 70.
Sliced bread has been on the market for about 70 years. Gee, I've always wanted to be thought of as crusty and yeasty. I need a category.
Now that's what you get for comparing yourself to sourdough bread cookie.
Let me show you what I think looks good on you.
All right, angry men, party of
12. Well, looks like this category is bargain shopping in TV land. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? Think fast. If you shoplift in Greenwich Village, to whose police station would you most likely be taken? Sonny Crockett's, Barney Miller's, Beretta's, or Joe Friday's?
I think it would be Barney Miller.
Barney Miller works in the village. He'd be the one busting your chops.
Sonny Crockett's in Miami, Beretta's in San Fran, and I think Friday's in LA.
Okay, pick a category. Is it all the big words that are slowing you down?
No.
Shake hands with. What old people do when nobody is looking. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Okay, God talked to Moses and gave him the commandments, but you know, even God could use a little constructive criticism, right? Suppose God had talked to Grandma Moses. Considering her profession, which commandment would she most likely have secretly added to the list? Thou shalt use a midwife in thy time, thou shalt not protest thine union dues, thou shalt not forget to eat thine victuals, or thou shalt paint farm life.
Grandma Moses was a painter.
Grandma Moses painted farm life. She first took up painting when she was too old to work on the farm. Actually, I heard God first took up ruling the universe when he was too old to be a news anchor. Category, please. So many choices, so little time.
I know, right?
Going up. 10, 11, 12,
14! This little number's known as Call Diane Fossey, Monkeys in the Mist. Get it right, I'm handing over $2,000. Hey, you know that game with the plastic monkeys that link arm in arm? Yeah, of course, you invented it, I forgot. If the monkeys from A Barrel of Monkeys wanted to go over Niagara Falls in their barrel, what would they have to do? Just notify the local authorities, buy a license for their barrel, get on a year-long waiting list, or sneak the barrel onto the river.
I think they'd have to buy a license.
No, you don't need a license, which is good. Have you ever tried to parallel park a barrel? In case you're wondering, going over the falls was outlawed in the early 1900s, so those wacky monkeys would have to sneak into the river and run the risk of being fined. Of course, they sometimes make exceptions when you're little red and plastic.
Sure.
Okay, I need a category. Stalling gets you nowhere.
Nope.
Okay, give it up for 6 feet under the gap. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Which dead artist has Gap not used to sell its khakis? Jack Kerouac, Miles Davis, Ernest Hemingway, or Laurence Olivier?
I think it's Laurence Olivier.
The So-and-So Wore Khakis ad campaign used every one of these guys except for Laurence Olivier. However, he did wear Gap tights and codpiece while playing Hamlet. All right, hit me.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy your nap? Uh-oh, wet sucked its shine floor.
Gibberish question.
Take a look at your gibberish category. Who stole my butt master? 10,000 bucks if you move fast on this gibberish question. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is going to disappear. So if you want to win big, you got to be quick. Okay, what does this gibberish phrase rhyme with? Fred has the sore tail.
Fred has the sore tail.
First clue, it's how you describe something. Nice and pretty? It's how you describe something that is no longer breathing.
Oh, got it.
This could be it. Type.
Yeah.
And just like a doornail, if you want to make sure something's dead, just hit it with a hammer and see if it moves. I need a category.
Wow. That would have been one way to completely mess up Charles Dickens.
Hey, no falling asleep at the wheel.
Scientists conclude
I'm not driving,
that he had been
though.
exposed to
17! The category? Now that would have made school interesting. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Which of these propositions ends with a preposition? So, how much would that cost me? I'm going to bed. Want to come with? If you bite me, I'll make you famous. Or want a tour of the White House?
I think it would be 2.
Prepositions are connecting words like with or to. And in my experience, propositions usually end with someone's hand connecting abruptly with my face. Ow.
Or worse.
Category, please. It's only a game. Just pick one.
Put down that magazine, kid, until you're 18!
For your enjoyment, nice skirt, Kirk. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Hey, remember the movie Spartacus with Kirk Douglas? Well, what if there had been a sequel? Which of these scenes might you expect to see in a movie entitled Spartacus versus Umbilicus? Kirk Douglas battles a farm machine, Kirk Douglas defeats a belly button, Kirk Douglas fights some protective rain gear, or a giant squid attacks Kirk Douglas.
I think it would be number 2.
Umbilicus is another word for belly button. I'm not going to give away the ending of the movie, but let's just say outies are better warriors than innies. Okay, I need a category. Do I have to do everything around here?
Yes.
Hey! 19! And this one is tonight's news with cool graphics and ominous drums. This one can net you $6,000. Okay, first there was Watergate, then Irangate, then Nannygate. Yeah, you gotta love the clever media. Suppose the next White House controversy centers around improper tampering with the oldest surviving version of the complete Bible. What would the media label the new scandal? Boorgate, Crassgate, Rootigate, or Vulgate?
I think it'd be Vulgate.
The oldest surviving version of the complete Bible is called the Vulgate. Apparently in that version, Jesus has his own independent council. Okay, pick a category. Yeah, I know. You were just about to pick one.
Yes.
Pucker up for ugh. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Let's rock. Which of these is not an alcoholic beverage? Snog, grog, glug, or eggnog?
I've had eggnog. I don't think it is.
Eggnog? I know. Sometimes it doesn't have alcohol in it, but there's a better answer here, Picky Pickerson. The correct answer is... Snog is not an alcoholic beverage. It's not really anything. Unless, of course, you add a little personal touch to your holiday eggnog.
Ew.
I need a category.
I kind of like this.
Hey, somebody call 911! We've lost a player!
Wow.
You're about to embark on the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see two words on the screen that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard as long as you
He said call
remember this.
911. I think we lost the player.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. You're a complete tool. Well, that's better than half a tool, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, good luck.
All right. These are words with tools in them. Sod logs. There you go. Yeah, you were drilled on that one. Yep, leveled. Clamp down. Okay, you chiseled. It's not wrecked.
Man, you play that jack attack like a finely tuned instrument. Take a look at your final score. That's the game. Wow, you were the best guest we had this whole game. Really? Now do me a favor. Take a quick look to your left, now your right, and repeat
Okay,
after me.
Cookie, we've gone through this earlier with Schmitty. Think I'm gonna fall for it? No, sir. Yeah, it's deja vu over again.
Well, player, you are currently our You Don't Know Jack champ. First place, top score, number one, and it doesn't really mean much of anything. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
All right, this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack Offline. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread the word. This is Chicken Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. It is Deja Vu over again because I think I'm going to do one final break before finishing things up with the final game. See you in 90 seconds. Honestly, I'm rooting for 2 in head rush in that order to wrap things up. All right, and we are back with the final game of the night. So far, we've done... here we go. Give me 1 second. Boom. So far, we've done the Rewrite, TV, and Offline. Let's see what the final game holds for us. And we're not doing reruns, so no TV for us the second time. Okay, we're finishing with a round of Louder, Faster, Funnier. So there's that in our corner here. So I guess we are getting ready to do a round of Louder, Faster, Funnier. Here we go.
Hey there, I'm Sandy. Got some questions for you. First off, how many people are playing the game? Wow, hang with me here. The game only gets tougher from here. How many people are playing?
I'm hitting 1.
Hey, Mavis! I don't think we have any players. I'm just gonna go pull some people out of the audience.
Hold up! Let's start over again.
So, how many people do we have?
This time we're doing it right.
All right. right then, let's have a name.
Episode
Okey
choosing
dokey. Have a look around
time.
and choose an
Things
episode.
that come in pairs. Trivia pot pie. Uno's a trivia. Breakfast. Smoke. I think we'll go with breakfast.
30 seconds. Your buzzer is
crap.
the letter B, as in breaking wind.
Shoot.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. All right.
All right, let's start over again.
Welcome. I'm Sandy.
Just the one.
Okay, you're a single player, right?
Third
Now,
time's the
keep it
lucky
easy.
charm, right?
Let's get this baby rolling. Pick which episode
Marriage
you want to play.
eclectic, things that get stepped on, bunch of effects. Alright, I guess we'll do bunch of effects.
30 seconds.
Okay, you're gonna buzz in on the letter B. That's B as in bottle blonde.
20 seconds.
We got 20. Now listen, this could be much simpler. A question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in, and you pick one of the choices on the screen. You got it? Okay, have fun.
I'll make sure to keep an eye on that in the future, though.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hello there, and welcome to our Just a Bunch of Facts episode. You know, right now it may seem that this is just a harmless gathering of facts, but our trivia army grows and grows, and one day soon it shall rule the entire universe. So let's play now while we still can.
Okay, thank you for that warning, Schmitty.
All right, pick a category. I hope you don't think you get this long to answer the question.
No.
Whoa. Here we have, what kind of a world do we live in anyway? How does $2,000 sound? Okay, this question is a fill in the blank, so grab a pencil and get ready to start scribbling on your monitor. No, I'm kidding. Buzz in and start typing when you know the answer. Now, tell me what word is missing from this movie title. It's a mad, mad, mad blank world. Now, what could that last word possibly be? It's all yours.
I think
Type
it's
the
mad.
answer. Hey, any movie in which Ethel Merman slips on a banana peel is a classic in my book. It's the zany 1963 comedy, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. I think we should call it It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World.
Well, you see, I was thinking, now just stay with me here. I'm just free-forming, baby, okay? It's a mad, 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 mad world, huh?
You're a genius. Throw me a category.
Okay.
Hey, I got somewhere to go. Can we move along, please? We're calling this one the radioactive dating game. $2,000 for a correct answer. See what you can do with this one. Which is the oldest fossil? Rod Stewart, Eric Clapton, Mick Jagger, or Steven Tyler? Some people say Clapton is God, but the truth is he was born just a few years after God.
Oh.
Here's the one the winners pick. My close personal friend Mick Jagger was born July 26th,
Is he really your close personal
1943,
friend?
making
Can we
him
ask
the
him?
oldest fossil of the group. However, Keith Richards' age is still the topic of intense scientific debate. Category, please. So many choices, so little time. Coming at you. Why did the fried chicken cross the road? Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Let's see how you handle this one. How many herbs and spices does the Colonel use on his chicken? 5, 11, 13, or too many to count?
It's 11 herbs and spices.
The Colonel from KFC uses 11, that's right, 11 herbs and spices on his chicken.
Although I'm pretty sure 2 are just salt and pepper.
Count them if you want to. There's 11 herbs and spices. Okay. Time to pick a category. All the big words are slowing you down, huh? Let me help you out. Open wide and get ready for fertile programming. Get this one right, you get $1,000. All right, give me your best shot. If you combined the TV shows Treasure Hunt and Sea Hunt, what would you see? A soap opera about marine biologists, a romantic comedy about sharks, a game show that takes place underwater, or a pirate detective who's all business.
Yeah, Treasure Hunt's a game show.
Treasure Hunt was a game show. Sea Hunt was an underwater adventure series. Put them together, you got an underwater game show. Sounds like a great idea. Until you open curtain number 2 and flood the audience with a school of hungry barracudas. All right, I need a category.
All right. I'm not picking these, so yep.
Hey, that slow and steady crap doesn't win any races around here. I'm picking a category. Yeah, chest strut fits dime horn.
Gibberish question.
It's time for a Gibberfish Breast Nut.
Your gibberish category for today is killing small animals for fun and profit. This question's going to start out at 5,000 big ones. All right, listen up. Every second and a half, some of that cash is going to disappear. So if you want to win big, you got to move quick. Okay, if you got a moment, maybe you'll tell me what saying this rhymes with. The place
only as
Mother
would
Dove. And just ignore that punctuation there.
The place only as Mother Wood Dove.
Okie doke, first clue. It's a description of a bot. Go for it. Type in your answer.
Yep.
Of course, your mom probably really doesn't love your face, but unlike me, she's too polite to say anything. And besides, when was the last time you sent me a Mother's Day card, huh?
Well, Schmitty, you're not anybody's mother, technically, so I don't want to hear it.
What, do I have to do everything around here?
Yes.
This one's called Party On, Romulus. Party On, Remus. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. So you know that show Wayne's World, right? Is supposedly broadcast on cable access in Aurora, Illinois, right? Well, imagine Wayne and Garth have the babylicious Roman goddess Aurora on their show. Given Aurora's heavenly role, at what time will it be most appropriate to broadcast the show? Dawn, noon, dusk, or midnight?
I think it's midnight.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but the god of midnight ceased to exist when they canceled Magic Johnson's talk show.
Okay.
60 smiles an hour to
it's
0
fine.
in just a few weeks.
Totally understandable.
You want to see what the smart money says? Aurora is the goddess of dawn. Now, when we say dawn, we're talking like 11, 11:30? What? Category, please.
You really think Dawn's 11, 11:30?
Oh, this is good. We got one of the more productive members of society playing. May I introduce Weird Al and Weirder fans. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time.
She's pissed.
He's pissed. We're pissed.
Oh, pissed about a question.
We're pissed about.
Okay, this pissed about a question letter came to us via email from a certain Marty L., who claims to be a very large fan of my close personal friend, Weird Al Yankovic. Marty writes, I was delighted to see the question called, oh no, Weird Al's not the only one, being that I am a very large fan of Al. However, your fact was wrong. Frankie Yankovic is not Al's father. Please do your research before you spread vile rumors around. And, of course, Marty was kind enough to provide sources showing our mistake. Yep. Our bad. Around here, we take our Weird Al trivia very seriously. And believe you me, Marty, some people lost their jobs over that mix-up. So, let us try to make amends. Since Weird Al's official website states that he had LASIK surgery a few years ago, which of the following vile rumors would be more appropriate for us to spread? Weird Al used to have to stuff his shorts. Weird Al used to be blind as a bat. Weird Al used to be quite the porker. Or Weird Al used to be balder than a cue ball.
LASIK surgery has to do with the eyes.
According to the man's official website, back in '98, Al got himself some LASIK, which is laser-assisted in situ carotid. He got eye surgery to correct his nearsightedness. So that means when you see Weird Al wearing glasses nowadays, he's just faking it. I always knew he was a poser. All right, category.
Wow.
Why don't you try this one on?
Oh, hi, how are you doing?
I believe this one is called Rudy Tooty, Presidential and Fruity. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. One question coming right up. Which U.S. president would not have been able to enjoy a senior citizens discount on a Denny's Grand Slam breakfast the morning of his inauguration? Theodore Roosevelt, Gerald Ford, Dwight D. Eisenhower, or Harry S. Truman?
I think it would be Teddy.
Theodore Roosevelt was only 42 years old on the day of his inauguration. You gotta be 55 to get a senior citizens discount at Denny's. I know. And boy, that would have really pissed off old Teddy, because not many people know this, but his famous saying was actually walk softly and carry a big stick of butter, large stack of pancakes, and several small sausage patties. Time to pick a category.
Or not.
Hello, I know you're there. I can feel you breathing on the monitor. Well, you can thank me later, player one, because I just picked you at this or that.
Okay.
And this this or that questions category is lifestyles of the bitchin' famous. All right, I'm gonna read off 7 items, okay? And for each one, I want you to tell me if it pertains to Zsa Zsa Gabor, Ava Gabor, or both lovely ladies. As I rattle off each item, if it pertains only to Zsa Zsa Gabor, press 1. If it relates only to Ava Gabor, press 2. If it's both, press 3. And if you want to skip one, press 4. I'll give you $1,000 for a right answer. 1,000 is taken away for each incorrect answer. And, of course, any you don't get to. All right, I'm going to start you off with 30 seconds on the clock. And we're off. Slap the cop. Zsa Zsa.
That'd be Zsa Zsa.
Was on Green Acres.
Ava.
Was in a very Brady sequel. Hey, you're losing time. Just
I don't know.
Has been married more than twice.
Zsa Zsa.
Was born first.
Ava.
Wrote the book Orchids and Salami.
Zsa Zsa.
Would call you darling.
Zsa Zsa.
Let's go to the one you skipped. Was in a very Brady sequel.
Both?
That does it. Say, 5 wrong. You know, in the industry, we call that crappy. Let's check out the damage.
Yeah.
Hey,
not one of my better
huh?
efforts.
You just need to learn a bit more, that's all. Okay, let's move on. Give me a category. Hey, it's a keyboard. It's not gonna bite you. The category is unidentified f***ing object. You get this one, you pocket 2,000 bucks. Hey, the X-Files is real, my friend. Aliens are watching us right now, observing everything we do. In fact, I found their logbook. Check this out.
A tube within a tube holds a dark, sticky fluid. Both.
Okay, it was just me with a funny thing on my voice. Both tubes are stopped at one end with a plug and at the other with a sphere, allowing the fluid to decant evenly. What object are the aliens describing? A tattoo needle, a ballpoint pen, a tube of toothpaste, or roll-on deodorant?
That would be a ballpoint pen.
Have you got a pen, screw up? I dropped it inside the farmer we abducted. You idiot! You would lose your brain if it were not stuck in your armpit.
The one tube holds the ink, the second is the barrel, and the little ball makes the ink flow evenly. It's a pen! All right, I need a category.
Yes, Schmitty, it's a pen. You want a medal?
Sorry, Pokey.
Tra-la-la, tra-la-lee. Here's a question for you.
Well, what do we have here? What does a bear do in the woods?
All right.
You get it right, I'm
What does
putting
a bear
up $2,000.
do
See
in
if
the
you can
woods?
wrap your
Southern
skull
live
around
there.
this. If you go camping and you just want to take the bear necessities with you, what could you pack as food and still please most bears? Roots, grubs, honey, or any of the above?
I think it would be any of the above.
That feels good, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Most bears live on some combination of meat and vegetation. Hell, some will eat nearly anything. And as long as it ain't Schmitty's carcass, that's fine with me. Throw me a category.
Good for you.
Please, allow me to demonstrate. Let's have a big warm welcome for Star Trek 19. Plumb out of ideas. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Okay, Trekkies, or Trekkers, or whatever you call yourself. Listen up, you know that next generation character Q, the all-powerful one? Well, suppose Q takes the crew to a queue. What exciting adventure are they having? They're watching TV in Spain. They're watching grass grow in Greenland. They're licking envelopes in Australia. Or they're waiting in a checkout line in England.
A queue is another term for a line.
A queue is what those wacky Brits call a line. Ah, but the story gets even more exciting when the crew discovers that the checkout clerk is none other than Captain James T. Kirk. All right, pick a category. You know, I can leave the room if you want some privacy. For your enjoyment, first prize, a week in Cleveland. If you know this one, you're getting 4,000 bucks. Okay, free your mind. Because it doesn't exist, where could you not spend your dreary summer vacation? Dismal, Tennessee, Lamestown, Delaware, Hell, Michigan, or boring Oregon?
I think Lamestown.
There's no such place as
Sounds
Lamestown, Delaware. I mean, come on, it's Delaware. How could you say just one place is lame?
I mean, it's small enough you could probably argue the whole state would be, somewhere.
It's a game. Pick one. Shake hands with being annoying does not make you hip. How does $4,000 grab you? I don't know. These kids today with their jet black hair, black eyeliner, and skin as pale as Casper's ass, they think they're pretty cool, huh? Well, check this out. If the kids really want to be goth, what do they need to do? Learn Greek and breed elephants, understand French and invent farming, know Polish and colonize Asia, or speak German and battle Romans.
God.
So you don't lose any sleep over it. The Goths
Oh.
were an ancient Germanic tribe that gave the Roman Empire huge headaches. And you know what really was their attitude more than anything else? Punks.
Oh well, there you go. Jack attack time.
You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get 2,000 bucks. If you're wrong, you're losing 2,000. Oh, and one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue.
Oh me,
Oh me,
my,
oh my, oh. E-I-E-I-O, and Schmitty-O is my name. Okay, have fun.
Ringo. Nero. That'd be Churro. Marco Polo. Oh, that was Coco right there. There it is. Stephen Bacho. Probably getting his name wrong. Harpo.
Yeah, baby, you were all over that attack. Let's see what you did to your score. That's it. Way to go, my friend. Like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer.
I'd be down with that. I got no problem mixing things up.
Woohoo! Yes, you are on the high scoreboard. Just let me know if you want to play again. Yes! Woohoo! Hey, if this episode is a keeper, just hit F and mark it as a favorite.
All right. And this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack. Louder, faster, funnier. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the section below and spread the word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. All right. It is actually time to call it a stream. But I will definitely make sure that we're going to remember doing that for next week. We'll do our 3 random games and, of course, the re-ride. In that order. Okay, I think we're going to find somebody to raid here. All right. Got it. I think we found her. I think we found that person here. Folks, all I'm going to say ending the stream is the following. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and spread that word. If you are not watching my channel, that unfortunately makes you a dummy. And that's not an insult. That is a tickets please fact of life.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.